what to see, what to rent, and what to skip. It's Movie Reviews with Ryan J.
That's right, it's Friday, and that means Ryan J is here. He's a nationally syndicated film critic and perhaps one of the biggest Wizard of Oz fans on the planet, which is true. We'll get to that in a minute. But welcome back, Ryan.
Glad to be back.
We just sent you the Sweetheart Valentine's memo.
I know.
But look at his tie. I love that tie.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, because I'm in red, she's in pink.
I love it. I love red and pink. I would have done it. You just didn't get in touch with me in time.
Next time, before Valentine's Day, we'll do the red, pink. I'll wear the pink scarf again that your mom made.
Perfect.
Because I love it. All right, let's talk about I, Frankenstein PG-13 movie.
Yes, this was originally supposed to come out in February 2013, was pushed back to today, which is never a good sign.
Oh.
And now I know why. I'm embarrassed for this movie.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, it's
I
just
hate
not
that.
very
Wasn't it
good.
based on a novel?
Yes, based on a graphic novel.
Okay.
And I never read that, but I'm only assuming it translated, better on to the audience on page versus the screen. And it's a kind of an awkward retelling, modernization of Frankenstein. You know, Mary Shelley wrote the novel of Frankenstein, and so monsters here. But he's like a modern-day Frankenstein.
Do you compare this to the Underworld movies?
Right, and it's got one of the producers from the Underworld series, and those movies were pretty good, and they made many of them, so they were a hit. But this, instead of having a war between werewolves and vampires, this is a war between gargoyles and demons, which is kind of refreshing in the sense that there are no zombies there or vampires, but it's just kind of far-fetched and awkward. The effects are really, really good, but the makeup is horrendous, so it's not a great production.
Okay. Now, one of the actors who you said is Aaron Eckhart, what do you think of
He plays
him?
Frankenstein. I love him. We loved him in Aaron Brockovich. We loved him in like Towelhead and some other movies. But like in this movie, he's Frankenstein. And I'm sorry, I don't want my Frankenstein in blue jeans and a hoodie and wearing guy liner.
No. Is that what he looks like?
Yeah, it doesn't work. And he's like a hot guy, but I'm sorry, it just doesn't work for this movie.
No, that's almost like too modern, like doesn't really work. Is it PG-13 though?
It is
for
PG-13,
kids?
and you can tell because it's a hard PG-13 because there's no blood in it, which would have made the difference to make it an R movie.
Okay.
And instead of blood, whenever the demons are killed, there's fire spewing everywhere, which is clever, but it's not. It's 3D, but you can't even see it coming out at you. So I saw it in 3D IMAX. Not worth seeing. Skip it.
Skip it.
Don't even rent it. All right, I like that when you save our time and our money. Legends of Oz, Dorothy's Return. What's up with this?
How lucky are we that we are getting 2 new Oz movies 2 years in a row in wide release? It's never happened before. So this is really, really an exciting time.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about this. This is a sequel to The Wizard of Oz?
It is a sequel, and this takes place shortly after Dorothy just returned back to Kansas after The Wizard of Oz, and the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Lion basically lure her back to Oz because Oz is in trouble and they need her help.
Okay. So this is all animated?
It's all animated, and it's beautifully and gorgeously done. It's in 3D also. It looks really good, and it has a star-studded cast. We have, Leah Michele from Glee as Dorothy, and Dan Aykroyd as the Scarecrow, Kelsey Grammer as the Tin Man, Jim Belushi as the Lion, Martin Short as the bad guy, the Jester. It's a really great cast.
Is there music? I'm hearing a lot of dialogue.
There is. It's actually a musical, and Bryan Adams did some of the music for this film. So we know how well Frozen just did at the box office. I think animated movies that are musicals also have a better chance at being great breakout hits. And Oz is always, involves music.
Is it a kids movie?
It is. It's absolutely a kids movie. It's rated PG. It's going to be for all ages, I think, for families. And I don't have kids, and I'm going to go see it several times, I'm sure.
No surprise. I was surprised, though, on the red carpet, how many people, because Ryan asked a lot of people if they love The Wizard of Oz and stuff, and a lot of them, the young kids, had not seen the original, which is interesting.
Wild.
But with this, you met the author of this.
It's true. This Legends of Oz, Dorothy's Return is based on a book called Dorothy of Oz, which was written by Roger S. Baum, who happens to be the great-grandson of L. Frank Baum, who wrote the original Wizard of Oz. And I got to meet Roger recently, and I asked him about adapting his book, Dorothy of Oz, to the screen. So let's take a look at that. And when you initially wrote Dorothy of Oz, did you imagine it someday as a musical? Because music's so important in Oz, between the Wizard of Oz film and Wicked, and now it is a musical.
No, I wrote it just strictly for pure literary entertainment. You don't dream that it's going to be on the screen someday. I think it's just a marvelous production. They have spared nothing. And you can tell by the name of the stars, they have spared nothing to make this so wonderful for the millions of Oz fans.
There's only one person who can save the enchanted world.
Dorothy.
Dorothy,
scale?
I thought you'd be taller.
When you were writing Dorothy of Oz, was your characterization of that girl at all influenced by Judy Garland?
I suppose it would be, not consciously, because you're dealing with an established entity, something that's part of our American heritage. So it would be kind of a mistake to say no. I don't remember saying to myself, well, this is a mannerism of Dorothy, you know, of Judy Garland when I wrote it and whatnot. But I wanted to make it different, and I wanted to make it a fresh story.
And he really did. You know, there are a lot of new characters and whimsicality to this movie, and I actually got to see 20 minutes of it at a preview, and I was amazed by it. So I'm so excited. Might be doing a big party event for this one, so fingers crossed.
When does it open?
May 9th in 3D.
Okay.
In 3D, that's big to know. Awesome new movie club announcement, too?
Yes, this one is for the new romantic thriller starring Kate Winslet and Josh Brolin. It's called Labor Day.
Oh, we haven't seen previews.
Looks good, right? Could be good. So you can enter to win at my website, ryanjreviews.com, and the screening is going to be Monday, January 27th at 7 p.m. If you win, you got to arrive by 6:30. So good luck to you.
All right.
Awesome.
Wonderful, Ryan. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Looking forward to some of those.
You can like Ryan J on Facebook, follow him on Twitter, and for his full movie reviews, check out his website. It's ryanjreviews.com.